got another one of these bikes. This is a Victory cross country, and we went on a long trip. We went from Vegas up to Sturgis, all on back roads. I checked on the map, it's like 1,000 miles from Vegas to Sturgis, and we've gone about 1,700 miles. A lot of turning. At the moment, I found a nice dirt road in Sturgis, and I'm going down that because there's less traffic on it, and I'm trying to find a roundabout way to avoid having to go back through downtown Sturgis, because it's a freaking mess down there, man. There's like 50 million motorcycles. Everything's on one cylinder because they're all so hot. Sounds like a bunch of single cylinder. It's about 95 degrees and not a lot of wind. So this is the Victory cross country. It's their full boat touring rig. It's nothing like the Vision, you know that, well, you know the one. We won't discuss that one. It's really cool bike. Got a lot of nice features. Let's see here. It's got the 106 engine. Nice little louvers here that open and close, that you can control the airflow. Same thing here. We've got little louvers here, and these actually work pretty well. You really do get a little bit of airflow out of them. So this one's got heated grips, heated seat, which you got to remember to turn off, or you'll be riding along and your butt will actually burst into spontaneous combustion. High, I've never been able to leave it on there. It's too hot. But a couple times over the passes, it got a little cool, like 50 degrees, and I threw the seat heater on. It was nice. Huge bags. You got bags. I've actually got a body in this bag. You have to chop them up a little to get them in there, but you can fit. Joking, there's no body in the bag. All right, big trunk. Nice big trunk on the back. You can. You don't have anything strapped on. Everything's put away. You got GPS on this thing. It's a Garmin Zumo, a lot like the Zumo you'd buy at the store, but this one's all tied in. It talks through the speakers of the. It's got a satellite radio, XM, 4 speakers. This thing, it'll tell you turn left or something like that, and you'll hear it through the speakers. So it's pretty cool. We're on our way to Carthage. That's over near Alliance, Nebraska. It's a bunch of old cars. It's a fairly good replica of Stonehenge in, where is that, south of England, where there's big rocks stacked up for some kind of a solar calendar, or who the hell knows what those people were thinking. We're over here at Carthage. Had a little rain this morning. Other than that, everything's fine. We're near Alliance, Nebraska. And this place is pretty weird. And now's as good a time as any to talk about all this scenery. You want to have a cruise control so you don't have to pay attention to where you're going. This thing, I'm not sure if it comes with the cruise control or not, but it's a real thing. It's got the on, off, resume, accelerate, set, and decelerate. It's not like those ones that, you know, you just set the throttle and it just runs. You know, this actually accelerates uphill, lets the throttle off downhill. Not much air up here. 12,000 feet. The other thing that's cool, we might as well do this too. Inside these little glove boxes is a, besides mints and stuff, is a deal where you can hook your cell phone or your iPod into and listen to music, or annoy people, call them up, tell them you're at 12,000 feet on the Rocky Mountains National Park. The Altoids, they don't come with the bike. You got to buy those extra. It's really kind of creepy shooting a bike up here, but here's your scenery you got. So it's pretty amazing. You want to come up here out of Estes Park, Colorado, take Highway 34, go up the hill, bring water because you get thirsty pretty fast. I couldn't pay that dog to do that. Back to the Victory. This bike's got a gigantic fairing, which is nice, and it's got these huge lowers. You see the two lowers, and they're actually the prettiest looking thing. You wouldn't look at the front of this bike and say, you know, Ducati. It keeps the rain off you, and it keeps the temperature moderate. You can drive behind this thing with just a jacket and jeans. Yeah, just a jacket and jeans and light gloves, and you can control the air pretty much like your car. You open the vents, or you turn on the seat heater or the glove heaters. It's really it's a little too easy. This bike has a air shock on the back, and you pop these covers off here. Come off pretty easy, and there's a little nozzle right here, and they include a little pump, really sweet little pump, very low volume, high pressure pump. You hook this up, you pump your shock up anywhere from 0 to like 75 pounds. I've been running 40. Here's the little valve where you put the air in. You just unscrew that, and look at this pump. You got to see this pump. It's a beautiful thing. Like 150 pounds. It's almost worth buying a Victory just to get this little pump. It's a beauty. I'd like to steal this pump, but I'll do that when my final career is over and I'll start lifting parts off the bike. So you hook up the pump to here, right to this little thing, take the cap off. It's just like a regular tire valve, and pump her up. You don't need all this to cruise though, and you need to get out here because man, there's some pretty places out here. Let me show you this this scenery here. This is the kind of stuff we're looking at, and you need to get out and get on your motorcycle, and if you don't have one, you need to go out and buy one. Buy one of these Victories if you want. They're nice. If you don't have that much money, buy an old bike or a used bike, a 250, anything. And you really need to get out here and see this stuff because it is great. I'll come back in 20 years and all these trees will be gone and a whole new batch of something else will be grown up that isn't affected by this beetle. It's beautiful out here.